The Nova 3 is Huawei's latest premium offering available in Nepal, and it's got some pretty eye-catching features and internals. So let's see our first impression of this phone. So right off the bat, the looks of this phone is nothing if not eye-catching. While it's been on hand, I've found myself looking at it more often than not. The glass back look is something that Huawei has put its investor and heart into. The front isn't as shiny but isn't any less good looking. A 6.3-inch IPS LCD display providing good lighting and edge definition. The ever more common notch also rears its head. The notch does alter the aspect ratio of this phone to an unusual 19:5:9, which then leads into an unusual resolution as well at 2340 by 1080p. But the notch isn't there just to mix up the resolutions of this phone. It also houses some pretty neat in-house features, such as the iconic dual front-facing cameras, earpiece, and infrared sensors that make the face function responsive and quick, no matter how bright or dark the surroundings. Powering this phone is the tried and tested Huawei in-house chip, the Kirin 970. The chipset is well known for the AI it packs. Within the duration that we had this phone, the processor showed its power as expected. For the storage, this unit packs 128GB of onboard storage with 6GB of RAM. And if you don't find that 128GB enough, you can go old school and expand it via micro SD cards. The SIM card slot is placed on the left. The slot is a hybrid one that leaves us to choose between the second SIM card and a micro SD. The power and the volume rockers are present on the right side of this device. The top is clean with just a pinhole for the secondary noise cancellation microphone, which is also AI powered. Under the bottom you can find the speaker and the primary microphone right beside the USB Type-C port. There's something just a little to the left of the charging port, the much loved headphone jack. The Nova 3 supports fast charging, and within the short period of testing, the phone charged quickly, and the power-efficient Kirin 970 ensures that this 3700 mAh battery inside will last you an entire day, but we will talk more about this in our review. Moving on to the software side of things, you get EMUI 8.2 built on top of Android 8.1 Oreo, EMUI. As we all know, this provides a hell of a lot of features, and as expected, the software experience was fast and fluid within the period of our usage. With most of the effort being placed on the cameras, they serve as the highlight of this device. Talking of which, at the back you can find a 16-megapixel RGB sensor with an f1.8 aperture, along with the secondary 24-megapixel monochrome sensor, that too with f1.8 aperture. Over at the front we have a 24-megapixel front camera paired with a 2-megapixel depth sensor unit. This selfie shooter can pull off some amazing shots, and the depth sensing unit makes way for the selfie portrait. Talking about the portrait shots, the back cameras are capable enough to make you astounded with the amazing shots you can click even on auto mode, part of which is due to the presence of AI. This device brings in different lighting modes to both the sets of cameras, all thanks to the power of AI. The device is capable of shooting UHD at 4K videos, with the support of ES on 1080p videos. For the short span that we had this phone for, it's hard to argue how good or bad it is. We will be testing this quad camera setup and the device to its full potential. Just sit still for our full review. But as for now, all we can say is that the phone is a beauty on the outside and nothing short of a beast within.